Okay, so this is how to get a stuck bushing onto the end of a BMW E36 control arm. It's off a 1999, actually a 1998 328 IC, and I was able to get it on this far, and I have beat the living crap out of it with 2x4 with a socket, and I just can't get it in. So I didn't want to pay the $150 for the tool, so I went to Home Depot. Everything here is from Home Depot, and I kind of just used a hacksaw and a drill press, and that's about it. So we'll see how it works. Let me hook it up. Okay, so what I bought was a length, about a 36-inch length which was too long. I didn't need it that long, but that's what they had. This is everything that you can buy at Home Depot in 15 minutes. So I bought this metal channel, and I just cut it in half, and then I'm doubling it over like that, and I'm putting a couple clamps on it to hold that together. Then I drilled holes on my drill press when these guys were put together. And then on this side, because it's got to fit in this hole and span up to here to pull this back down, I wanted to support this a little bit more, this small tube, the square piece, and then so I bought a piece of cheap aluminum angle, and I cut that, so that's going to go together, and those have been drilled. Okay, so here it is in place, and you can see that I used the larger hole, and then what I'm going to do is pull it down to where the shaft comes out and is flush before I use a socket, and then I'm going to place a socket on the underside of this thing and see if I can press it down. I ran into a little bit of a problem, is that the shaft was turning, so I put some channel locks on here, and you can kind of see that it's not exactly square. So I'm going to bring this side in first. Seems to be going pretty easy, and it looks like it's squaring up before I move to the next one. Let's see. It's kind of hard to see it through the camera. So anyway, I'm going to pull this down, see if this goes flat, and then put the socket in there, see if I can drive it down all the way on. Okay, so here I got it down to where it was flat with this surface. Although the rubber deflects it in, you can't get it all the way in. So I went ahead and put the socket in there, so hopefully that will push it. And so cranking down on this thing, you can clearly see how it's come in considerably. You got to be careful in balancing the tension on these two rods. I definitely bowed one, and I'm trying to keep this square coming in, but I also had to put these channel locks and move them back and forth to keep the rod from spinning, but it is clearly coming in and pretty easy now. Okay, so that pretty much did it, and now I'm going to take these off after I pre-loosened them. Take this thing off. We should have the shaft sticking out now. There it is. So worked really well for about 25-30 bucks, and a little bit of time and a little bit of wine.